All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can get my microphone set just right. My headphones are kind of a little wonky. We'll see if we can get that correct. All right, here we go. 6:53, 7 minutes away, 6 minutes and 13 seconds. So say at the scoreboard away from kickoff here, week 2 or week 1 if you're going by the AAA schedule. This is week 1, but the second week for Gurdon nonetheless. And they're here in their second non-conference matchup of the season. First road game of the season here in Little River County, Memorial Stadium. Foreman, Arkansas. We had a little bit of a mishap here when we got here. Jesse and I were supposed to be on top of the press box. The press box on top is unsafe now. So after a little running around and figuring, they squeezed us into the press box, and we can see about 98% of the field from end to end. If something happens, should it happen about the area that Bryce Bratton recovered the kickoff last week, then we may miss it. Jesse's going to do his best. And we will do our best to get this game completed and to you guys. Foreman comes in losing last week to Gurdon's conference mate Horatio by a score of, I believe, 32-24. Gurdon, of course, winning last week 55-20 over Lafayette County at Cave Field at Go Devil Stadium. The captains meet at center field. I'm going to have to see if I can find a roster. Bear with me just a moment. All right, I'm back. Had to squeeze over there and talk to Jimmy Woods, the PA announcer here at Foreman. Been talking to him before the game and take a picture of the roster so I'd get some of these Foreman kids' names right. Jimmy Woods played for Foreman in the late 70s, early 80s, and was telling me about recent last Friday, our Hall of Fame, one of our Hall of Fame inductees, Raymond House, his memories of playing against him here in Foreman in the 1979 season, and how he stood mouth agape as Raymond House ran for touchdown after touchdown. So that was pretty interesting, and we're going to get this one kicked off here in about 3 minutes and 25 seconds. We've had the invocation. We've had the alma maters, I believe. We've had the national anthem. The team is behind the banner. Go ahead, Jesse, and pan over there, and let's get ready for these teams to run out. See if we can see them over there. There we go. All right. Jesse and I are shoulder to shoulder instead of on top of one another this week, so we got it pretty cozy in here. They got us a little air conditioner. It's not working for some reason. I messed with it and shouldn't have. See if I can fix it. There, I think I got it straight. We had fireworks here at Memorial Stadium. We can't get them in the shot, but we had fireworks here nonetheless. Gurdon. Looks like Gurdon will receive the opening kick. You at home will have to forgive the picture this evening. The picture and the resolution. We are looking through a piece of glass that's probably a good bit older than I am, and it's been a minute since it got cleaned on the outside, it looks like. So it does affect It's a little bit blurry even to the naked eye. I do think Sheldon Smith back deep to receive the kickoff for the Go Devils as they move the Gator tunnel off the corner of the field down there. And I'm trying to see who that is. I'll get to know these kids as we go. That's Hayden Ziegler kicking off for the Gators, and it's going to be covered up down about the 26-yard line of Gurdon by Sheldon Smith. The Go Devils will take over right there, 1st and 10 for their first drive of tonight's game. 4 seconds rolled off the clock. An opening kick, and the Go Devil offense walks out on the field with the young sophomore Rhett Ledbetter at the helm. Big defensive line looking there for Foreman. Christian Young, number 51 there. I believe that's Shane Talent 77. 59 is going to be Kenneth Hanna. I can't see who is on the other defensive end spot. Gurdon's going to line up the wishbone formation, and the refs are going to have something to say. I think they quite like where the ball was spotted right there. It was a little bit too close to the hash, and they want to move it back toward the center of the field. I believe we're going to get it straightened out. New head coach Jared Jackson in his second game coaching here for the Foreman Gators. Sheldon Smith over the left side. He gets a pretty good push over the forward progress. Is going to take him out to the 30, about a 4-yard gain. The Gators drove him back to the 25. Well, they're going to say 29, so about a 3-yard gain. Should bring up 2nd and 7. Or 2nd and long 8, they're going to call it. 11:34 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Go Devils come to the line. Ledbetter under center. He's going to pitch it out to Smith around the left side. Kane Calley's looking to block for him. Sheldon's going to go up the sidelines, and he's going to be brought down out of bounds by, that's Rowan Sanchez. Rowan Sanchez on the tackle for the Gators. Sheldon Smith gets a first down for the Gurdon Go Devils out across midfield and into Gator territory for the first time this evening. And the Go Devils are on the move. Big Kane Calley, the senior, was making a pretty good wingman right there for Sheldon Smith. Here we go. We're going to split LeBraylen out to the near side. We're going to pitch it to Sheldon around this side this time. Gannon Hughes tries to get a block. Josh Juarez gets a block. Sheldon Smith down inside the 30, down to about the 24-yard line of Foreman. Sheldon Smith racking up the yards already on this first drive for the Go Devils, Jesse. Getting it done. And I'm kicking Dr. Pepper's over in the floor already. I'm excited. Jamal Williams. Oh, Jamal, I did it again. You're going to have to slap me, Jesse, when I do that. It's Jamari Williams. Jamari Williams is takes a pretty good hit. Helmet comes off. He'll have to come out for a play. But he gets, let's see, he got about 5 yards on that. Yeah, 2nd and 5 for the Go Devils. If we make a few more yardage, you guys will be looking at the scoreboard with us. Remington Ellis, Colby Bergantz in the backfield. Whoop, Foreman tried to jump. Well, they were going to give it to Colby. I don't know if they're going to call a false start on Gurdon there or offsides on the Gators. They are going to call a false start, 5-yard penalty. So they'll repeat 2nd down, but with 10 yards to the line to gain instead of 5. First penalty of the night for either team. Looks like Foreman's going to have a 5-man front this time, trying to put more men in the box, slow down this Go Devil Russian attack that racked up 550 yards versus the Cougars last Friday night. Same formation. And this time, bobble snap. It's on the ground. And Andrew Gwynn falls on it for the Gators. Be Foreman, turnover Go Devils. Foreman's ball at their own 29-yard line. I believe we ran into one another right there or what have you, and the ball lands on the ground. And by that time, Colby and or Rhett were a little bit too far away from it to fall on it, and Gwynn was in the right place at the right time. So the Go Devil defense, Kyle Radford, Braden King, Jake Rowan, up front with Gunnar Gibson. Oh, my goodness. Big Braden King makes a hole through the line and introduces himself to Mr. Gwynn. Mr. Gwynn was the recoverer of the fumble, and he carried the ball there on the first play. And, my goodness, I bet he lost, I think he lost about 5 yards. He lost 4 yards at least. Yeah, 2nd and 14 will be the down and distance on this play. Braden King made quick work stopping that play. Number 2 wants to pass out to 23. Oh, and he's wrapped up. Nope, breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. There he goes. Going to be wrapped up by Josh Taylor. Number 2 is Hunter Fowler, the quarterback for the Foreman Gators. Pretty good gain there on 2nd down. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 8, maybe 3rd and 6. For the Gators. 9:27 remaining here in the first quarter. Foreman trying to get over into Go Devil territory in this first quarter. Josh Taylor looking like he might do a little bit of rushing right here. He's coming. He's coming. Fowler wants to throw. I believe we had a miscommunication there. Intended receiver was Rowan Sanchez, and he was a little bit inside of the throw. Throw about 5 yards wide to his left, to anyone's left. Be 4th and 6 now. Let's see what the Gators choose to do here. Coach Jackson. Two Jacksons going against one another tonight. Jerry Jackson on this side, of course, Kyle Jackson on our side. Let's see, they're backing them up. I believe there was a penalty on that play. Might have been a hold. We're going to replay 3rd down, maybe. They're going to replay 3rd down, looks like. Okay, going to be 3rd and 11 from the 32. They're going to give it to Gwynn. They're going to give it to Gwynn, and Kyle Radford wraps him up. He didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard right there, maybe 4th and 12. They're going to still call it 11, but 4th and 11 nonetheless. Hunter Fowler will be the punter. He will step back inside his 15-yard line with LeBraylen back to receive the punt. Gurdon almost gets to it. He sort of had to adjust his kick and come off the side of his foot. Didn't even make it to LeBraylen. Goes out of bounds. The ball does. Just over into Go Devil territory there, about the 48-yard line. So after the Go Devil fumble, subsequent Foreman drive that resulted in a punt, Gurdon will start their second drive. Only 3 yards away from Foreman Gator territory, looking to avenge the mishap earlier. Going to bring Brigance out with Washington to this side. Smith. Pitch it to Smith around this side. He's going to try to cut it in, and he does. They throw a flag. He gets inside Gator territory down to about the 42-yard line. Let's see what the flag is. Referees are conversing. Let's see what the man says in the white hat. It's against Gurdon. I believe he called a hold there. Let's see. They're going to mark it off. Yep. So it'll be 1st and 15 should be. First and 16. They split the same two out to the far side, Brigantine, Washington. Pitch to Smith around the left side. He's across into Gator territory down the sidelines. He's kind of bumped there by, that's Rowan Sanchez. It knocked him out of bounds, but not before. Sheldon Smith makes it for a Go Devil first down, well over into Foreman territory. They're going to be down inside the 30, about the 29-yard line of Foreman. Be 1st and 10 right there. Coming up on 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. We had two of the longest first and second quarters ever last week. We'll see if these go any quicker. We got Jamari Williams split out to the left this time. Rhett pitches, and it's fumbled. It'll be picked up by Gwynn, and Gwynn might go all the way. Bryce Bratton in pursuit. Gwynn picks up the mishandled pitch and into the end zone for the Foreman Gator touchdown, and I have made it this long without a scoreboard. So with 7:41 remaining in the first quarter, mishandled pitch, and Anthony Gwynn, or I'm sorry, I believe that was Andrew Gwynn, picks up the ball and takes it the length of the field there, the rest of the length of the field, out near the highway for the Foreman Gator touchdown. Let's see, don't let me get in your way there. I'll get down low. I believe Foreman is going to go for 2 here. They've got Hayden Ziegler in the backfield. They got him bottled up. I don't think he made it. They're going to say no good and leave your score at 6-0. Foreman on top, 7:41 remaining in the first quarter. Go Devils waste no time bringing out the kick return team with Sheldon Smith back at his own 20-yard line. Hayden Ziegler will do the honors again, I assume, for Foreman. We got a good vantage point right here where you can see everybody on the other side. Band got their new shirts today. Later on in the game, maybe when nothing's going on, we'll zoom in over there and show some smiling faces. But good crowd from Gurdon. I'm proud of y'all for making the trip from Clark County in the semi-heat. It's not as hot as it has been. It is a nice, humid night. I'm not so much worried about the rain anymore now that me and Jesse are tucked away inside this Memorial Stadium press box. Got the air working again, though. Air's working again. We can hang hogs in here. It is a closet. Yeah, Jesse says more like a closet. It's a walk-in closet. Hey, Squibbit, Dakota Bradshaw. That's not Dakota Bradshaw. I believe that was Aiden Hughes, 54. Aiden Hughes on the coverage. Falls on the ball, covers it up at about the 49-yard line of Gurdon. Good job, Aiden. The cameraman from last year gets in on the action. Old Moose. Let's see here. Gurdon, might as well stick with the girl that brought you. The running game's been looking really, really good. Rhett Ledbetter. They're going to do the Wild Devil to Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor gets a hard couple of yards there. They're going to give him a couple. Be about 2nd and 8. 7:29 remaining in the first quarter. They're going to split Rhett out to this side this time. Looks like it might be another Wild Devil. Josh Taylor over the left side. Direct snap. He's got the first down and more. Down inside Foreman territory, down to almost the 30-yard line. And Gurdon kind of hurrying up right there. Josh jumps up, runs back around. Give me some more, he said. I want it again. Oh, Taylor, this is the Josh Taylor series right here. 2 plays. Josh Taylor gets you down almost to the 30. You're on 30. Looks like they might do it again. Josh Taylor over the left side, lowers his shoulder. He's going to get a couple. He may get 3 on that one, judging by where the line judge is. And Josh saw the contact coming, lowered that shoulder, and he's going to step out for a little bit of a breather there. Making a substitution for the Gators as well. Ledbetter split out to the left side. Bryce Bratton takes the snap up the middle. Bryce Bratton gets a couple. So the two captains are doing the wild devil dance right now on this drive. All right. Josh Taylor comes in. Jake Rowan runs off. Good job, Jake. Go Devils with a 3rd and 5 right here. 6:12 remaining in the first quarter. Ledbetter's going to split out to this side this time. Still got Bratton. Bratton takes the snap. He's got the first down. He's going to carry some guys. He's brought down, look like a little face mask right there maybe, but inside the 15-yard line. Go Devil first down, 5:58 remaining. Clock stops at 5:58 while they move the chains. Taylor, Bratton. Keeping them on their heels right there. Got a couple of defensive linemen. Look like they're a little bit winded. Ledbetter's going to run out here again. They got to account for him. Bryce Bratton over the left side. They're pretty good hole there. He got 2 or 3. My goodness. They could tackle him immediately and he'd fall down and he'd get 3 yards. He's 3 yards tall. Oh, he's going to run off. Is Bryce Bratton. Let's see. 2nd and 5. 5:29 remaining. In the first, Ledbetter splits again, opposite side. They're going to be Sheldon Smith takes the Wild Devil over the right side. He gets a couple. Maybe, let's see where he's marking him. They got him marked down at about the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. I think he needs about the 4 for a first down. So, yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 3. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Sheldon Smith on that carry. 3rd and 3. Sheldon Smith's going to take the Wild Devil snap right here up the middle. Pushes his way. Positive yardage. I believe they're going to give him the first down. Going to be 1st and goal, Go Devils. Let me turn this down a little bit. I'm afraid I'm busting y'all's eardrums. All right, we're going to take a timeout. Got an injured Gator on the field. Take a timeout. I want to take this opportunity to bring our ads up right here for the first time. We do appreciate all of these sponsors that have joined the Go Devil Network family this season. We could not do this without them. We couldn't try to do it without them. Amazing folks that travel with us every week and help us do what we're doing. So if y'all appreciate what we're doing and what we're trying to do, and you know these people, thank them, because they're special folks, and we appreciate them being part. Of course, you see those ads all game long, the slideshow bottom left of your screen all game long. Take note of that. Take note of who's stepping up for these kids and who's stepping up for this school and this town, and you'll recognize every one of them. If you're a Gurdon person, you'll recognize every one of them, and you know and you love each and every one of them, as do I. But thank you again to our Go Devil Network family of sponsors. Injured Gator on the field. They're in the process of helping him up. I choose not to show that. I don't show it, regardless of the nature of the injury or whatever, just for privacy of the young man and any family he may have watching at home or whatnot. I wouldn't want them to be scared, not knowing the extent of what might be the issue. Should there need to be anything conveyed, people closer to their team, people closer to the young man would do that conveyance in the proper manner. But he is up, and it is Shane Talent. Shane Talent is up, walking of his own accord. Good job, young man. And he just got a little bunged up right there on that play. He'll get over to the sidelines and take a rest. Maybe he'll get back in there. Old Big Shane Talent. Good-sized guy. Looks like they replaced him with Lucas Womble. Lucas Womble's a senior, number 78. Big young man's going to fill up the middle on this first and goal stand here. This goal line stand for the Foreman Gators. Gwynn's going to run on. I've seen Wyatt Duran. He got mad at that towel. He told that towel to go away. He threw that towel out of the back of the end zone and said, let's play. Bryce Bratton takes the snap round the right side, and they won't stop him. He's in there for the Gurdon Go Devil touchdown. 4:36 remaining in the first quarter, and Bryce Bratton breaks the plane around the outside untouched to make it 6-6. Tie ball game, brand new ball game with 4:36 remaining. And the funny thing about Gurdon, you know, when we were a 2A team, and even now that we're a 3A team, a 2A team, we were one of the only 2A teams that did any kicking, and we still do. Coach Jackson makes sure he's got a kicker. And we've got a senior kicker in Joel Batista, and his kick is up. And it's good. So, Gurdon, that's what a kicker will do for you, Jesse. 7-6. 7-6. Gurdon over Foreman. That 1 point can win and lose those 1 point plays right there can win or lose a whole lot of ball games. And it sure did help Gurdon right there. So, game reset. 4:36 remaining. Gurdon up 7-6 here at Memorial Stadium. Me and Jesse Waters trying to get this to you. I want to thank Jesse for helping me out this year. Proud to have him from the East class, Coach Halliday's East class. Coach Halliday's on the opposite side of this wall, Jesse, so you got to behave. He's a little busy right now, though. He's got a headset on himself, trying to help call this game with Coach Love. All right, Joel Batista will kick off for the first time. Lower it down just a little bit, Jesse. Lower it down just a little bit. There we go. There we go. My scoreboard was kind of in the way. Here we go, Joel. Straight kick kind of over to the right side. Going to be brought in by, I believe that was DJ Anderson. DJ Anderson bounces around like a pinball. Josh Taylor squirts through there and finds him. And he might have got a couple after he hauled in that kick by Joel Batista. But Foreman will start this drive at their own 23-yard line. Yeah, 23-yard line. First and 10. 4:31 remaining in the first quarter. 7-6 ball game. Gurdon's favor. Again, you got that four-man front there. Gunnar Gibson, old Carl, Kyle Radford, Braden King, and Jake Rowan. 9, 56, 77, and 66 respectively. Back there at linebacker, Josh Juarez filling up the middle. Kobe Brigance and Josh Taylor on the left and the right. Your D-backs are Remy Ellis, Sheldon Smith. And they're going to give it to number 3. He's going to try to come around the right side. And I don't believe he got another one. Gurdon says they have the ball. They're giving the ball to Gurdon. He did fumble the ball. Bryce Bratton squirted out of there with it like a bar of Dial soap. I'm sorry. I was laughing. I had to bump old Jesse. Jesse said, I'm trying to run this camera, man. Dude, you're messing up my chi. Hey, look, there's the Foreman band. I didn't know we were that close to them. No, there's not many that I'd take over ours. So Gurdon's going to take over right here after the gift. Ledbetter fakes the handoff, wants to pass to Bryce Bratton in his first touchdown of the year. First touchdown as a senior high Go Devil. And he passes it to number 3, the captain. Look at that. Number 3, the captain, Bryce Bratton, hauls in the 23-yard pass and catch from Rhett Ledbetter. I love it. 13-6 Gurdon. Pass and catch from Ledbetter to Bratton. That was fun. One play drive, 23 yards. Batista to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. 14-6. They made quick work of that drive after that gift from, I believe that was, I'm not exactly sure. I think that was DJ Anderson that they gave the ball to. That ball sort of squirted out and was recovered by the Go Devils. And they capitalized rather quickly on that. So 3 touchdowns already here in the first quarter. 3 total touchdowns already. We had 5 total touchdowns last week in the first half between LC and GHS. Already 3 this game. Joel Batista, second kickoff of the night. Let's see who's back deep. Got DJ Anderson. That looks like Rowan Sanchez. I'm not sure who that is over there. Might be Curtis Young. But Anderson's not going to have a chance at it. It's going to go out of bounds. And I believe the Gators will take over right there. So how about that? Bryce Bratton has 2 touchdowns on the night, 1 on the ground and 1 through the air. Nice touch there from the 23-yard line from the young sophomore, Rhett Ledbetter. And I guarantee you he was excited to get the first completion and the first touchdown out of the way in one fell swoop. At Anderson in the backfield, they're going to give it to Anderson. He's wrapped up by Kyle Radford. Kobe Brigant's ball come out. Had they already blown the whistle? Brigant's, Bratton, Radford wrap up the sophomore running back there, DJ Anderson, for the Gators. The ball did come out, but one has to assume the whistle had already been blown for the end of forward progress, stopping any chance for Gurdon to be able to recover the ball after it did come out. You hate that. But a 4-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 14, 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. Anderson back there again. Ziegler at fullback. Braden King tries to pursue. He's missing. He's making people miss left and right, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by LeBraylon Washington after he, let's see where he went out of bounds at. It's going to be a first down Foreman. Big Braden King was on his heels when he came through the line, and DJ just evaded. Bryce Bratton and others, but LeBraylon was awaiting him in the secondary. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out at about the 39. My goodness, so he stepped out of bounds before he ever made it up to LeBraylon. So still going to be 3rd and 6 here. After all of that, they're going to give it to Nope, he wants to pass, and it's complete for a first down over in Gurdon territory at about the 46, 47-yard line. I still hadn't seen who caught that ball. 3 did. Curtis Young. Curtis Young caught the ball for the Gators for the first down. And that might have been Bryce Bratton that wrapped him up after he hauled that one in. 1st and 10 Gators. 2:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Now look. Somebody's going to have to text me. Yep, they did. My mother-in-law did. Y'all got to watch me. I got a lot going on. Jesse. Trying to keep all this going. And I totally didn't update the score. I had missed completely. It was still said 6-0 right there. And I said, y'all going to have to text me. And lo and behold, my mother-in-law I got the score fixed. Let me look up. I'm going to miss a couple of plays. I'm going to respond to a few people here. Lisa Dickerson messaged me. I'm sorry, Lisa. Mother-in-law, I'm sorry. My wife, even from across the field. Check the score. Check the score. I know, of course, everybody realizes just because I didn't put the score on there doesn't mean we don't have the points. But everybody at home wants to be able to keep up because they can't see that scoreboard right there. I understand that. I just get so excited and so caught up about talking about these kids and watching this game that I forgot to update the score. I'll do better. Let better. Gives it to LeBraylen around the left side. Big Braden King leading the way. LeBraylen outruns him. Throws a man down and is going to make it 10-5. Touchdown, Go Devils. Great day in the morning. LeBraylen King outran his blocker, but LeBraylen Washington outran his blocker. Braden King was on his horse, the sophomore, determined LeBraylen was going to get through there. LeBraylen put an arm around it, I think with a little assistance from Braden, and tossed the man aside and made it the rest of the 54 yards to pay dirt. Joel Batista's kick is up and good. Up and good. That'll bring you score 21-6. My goodness. That's about a two-play drive for Gurdon for points. And just a few minutes ago, they had a one-play drive for a touchdown. So with very little work, they're putting points on the board every which way possible. Bryce Bratton makes it in the end zone through the air and on the ground. And LeBraylen Washington flexes his muscle there on the kind of little end around there where it left him and the big man, number 77, Braden King, by themselves out there on the left side. And they took care of business on their own. Thank you, Lisa. I hope y'all are enjoying it. Brian McGalliard says, not really blurry on the TV, said it looks good. I'm glad the McGalliard clan is watching this evening. Hope y'all are doing well. Brian Clark says not blurry on TV. Looks good. Look, the Clarks are in on it now too. Brian Clark. We're going to see something from Brian Clark's Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County just here in just a moment. One of our awesome Go Devil Network family of sponsors, Mr. Brian Clark from Farm Bureau. DJ Anderson around this side, got a little room to run. He's over into Go Devil territory, just barely pushed out of bounds by number 2, LeBraylen Washington. We'll get it fixed back here in just a minute. I'm kind of watching a preview of the game on my phone to make sure it's not completely stopped. And I have Foreman's roster pulled up on my phone. Oh, timeout. We're going to bring up our ads again. There's our Go Devil Network family of sponsors, all in one. We do appreciate the help and assistance that we got from everybody this evening. When we got here, we were all trying to figure out. We couldn't get on top of the press box. They deemed it unsafe where we were last time we were here, out in the open, up with a great vantage point. We get here, nope, can't get up there. It's not safe. Was not aware I could get in the press box. Press box is kind of small. You always assume our coaches, their coaches will be in here along with their PA guys and spotters, etc. Round to the visitor side I went. Did not bring the generator. Did not bring extra cords, etc. because I just knew I'd be on top of the press box. There for a minute there, I didn't know that we were going to be doing this game until I became aware that our Coach Jackson had talked to their Coach Jackson earlier this week and relayed to me that, hey, there's a hole open in the press box. So here we are, thank goodness. Back to the action. 1st and 10, Gators from the Go Devil 47-yard line. Minute 40 remaining in the game. Ziegler, the big fullback, kicker, etc., carries the ball kind of over to the right side, right up the middle, in effect. Brought down by Josh Juarez. Big Braden King, little help from Jake Rowan there. Down in under a minute and a half to play in the first quarter of play. Game only 34 minutes in real time old right now. Game moving at a little bit faster pace than it did last week. Coming up on a minute even to play. Gators not in any hurry, of course. Fowler bobbles the snap. Rowan turned around. He might have fell on it. He did. Gurdon football. Jake Rowan. My goodness gracious. The defensive end. Head on a swivel, ladies and gentlemen. It was as if he sensed it in the force that the football was on the ground. Turned around and fell on it. I was sure the Foreman player had fallen on that ball. Just a little bit of a bobbled snap there between center and quarterback. But Gators. Go Devils back in business. 53 seconds to play. They're just over in their own territory. Wishbone formation. The give is to Smith over the left side. He's got a little room. Bounces off the back of big Braden King. He sort of slingshotted Braden into the man he was blocking and got about 2 or 3 more yards. It's hard enough blocking Braden King when you're blocking Braden King with a shot of nitrous behind it when Sheldon Smith hits him. That's even worse. First down, Go Devils. They blow that play dead. Let's see, what are they doing here? All right, they're going to wind the clock. All right, ball sitting at the Gator 41, 1st and 10, 23 seconds to play. Go Devils trying to get a play off here. He's going to pitch it out to Sheldon Smith. Sheldon gathers it in around the left side, inside the 20, inside the 10. 5. Touchdown Sheldon Smith. 44 yards around that end, and the Go Devils squeeze in another 6 before the end of the first quarter. I bet it'll be very few times I forget to update the scoreboard again this season after that. Joel Batista. We'll see if he can make it. Ooh, wow, he squeezed it through there. It's good. Joel Batista, 4 for 4 on the night. Extra points. Extra point. 28-6, Jesse. That's a lot of scoring in the first quarter. 10.8 seconds remaining. I don't know. So the Go Devils lead by 22 points here, almost the first frame in the books. Batista makes sure everybody's lined up good and ready. And the sun's really, really starting to set. Real good-looking sunset off to the west. Ball goes out of bounds about the same place it did last kickoff. And the Gators will take over at their own 35-yard line. They'll have enough time for one play. Good looking pink clouds off to the west. Fowler. He's going to settle in. Got Ziegler and Anderson behind him. I formation. Ziegler falls over the 35-yard line out to about the 36. That's going to do it for the first quarter. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Go Devils leading 28-6 here at Memorial Stadium, home of the Foreman Gators. They're going to take a quick timeout. We'll take a timeout with them and hear from one of our sponsors, Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County.
Thanks for meeting me here.
No problem. You know, Farm Bureau Insurance has local agents making this kind of thing real easy.
Well, your auto insurance has saved me a lot on old Becky here.
Harold, your dog swallowed the remote again.
Who's that?
Older Becky.
Oh. Ugh.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
Off that audio on. Then when it goes off is shortcuts and triggers. You know, so now I was telling Jesse, to thank Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County, it snuck up on me and the commercial ended. I was trying to tell Jesse about shortcuts and triggers on this vMix software, where all I have to do is hit one key on the keyboard, prompts the commercial to come up, the audio for that commercial to come on. Then when it ends, its audio ends, and it brings my audio back, and I never have to click on anything but that one button. That's right. Capitalism at its finest, Jesse. Second quarter. Thank you, Farm Bureau of Insurance of Clark County and Mr. Brian Clark. Hope y'all are enjoying the game. Again, I want to thank one more. I want to thank another one of our sponsors by name, Flat Broke Trucking, and Ray and Debbie Hughes, namely Debbie's mother and father. Everybody knows Miss Jackson and Mr. Jackson, Mr. Bill Jackson, Miss Lois Jackson. If not for them, this is their Verizon Jetpack, a little magic box sitting up here next to me in this press box, provided by the Jacksons out there in East Wheeling. And we want to thank them for helping us get these games out here. Fowler wants to pass to Anderson, complete, and bow, he's hit by Bryce Bratton. Right at midfield over in Go Devil territory is Anderson. Good pass and catch for the Gators right there. And Mr. Anderson sort of ripped his towel right there. He's dragging it around behind him. Coach is going to take care of that. Foreman. Jesse, our wind is fogging up. Foreman starts off the... as long as the rest of it doesn't fog up, we'll be all right. Foreman starts off the second quarter with a bang right there. So 30 seconds into the second quarter, Foreman's already moved the ball close to 20 yards. Fowler to Ziegler. Woo, he drives those legs, puts that head down. He got hit by Taylor, Juarez. Bratton was in there. Remington Ellis was in there. My goodness. The big fullback gets about 4 yards on that play. Bring up 2nd and 6. A minute is gone in the second quarter. 11 minutes remaining. Ball sitting on the Gurdon Go Devil 44-yard line. I formation. Ziegler, Anderson behind Fowler. Got 3 split out. The pitch to Anderson. Tries to squirt around. And Josh Taylor took his legs right out from under him. Right there at the feet. I mean, good play. Good clean play by Josh Taylor. Went for the knee. Went for the ankles. Just tripped him up. Kept the knees safe. Good clean play. Mr. Anderson pops right back up. He had a chance to break one pretty good ways there, did DJ, and Josh Taylor said no thank you. I believe we're going to have a timeout Foreman. Timeout Foreman. Look here. I'm going to see if I can't show you guys this right here. Speaking of Josh Taylor. Speaking of Josh Taylor, look at there. Josh Taylor was the Farm Bureau Insurance Player of the Week last week versus Lafayette County. Josh did it all. Offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, special teams. Josh Taylor. But Brian Clark, as you see right here from Farm Bureau Insurance, presents Josh Taylor with the Farm Bureau Insurance Game of the Week. Farm Bureau Insurance Player of the Week football earlier this week at the field house. So congratulations, Josh. The coaches also pick, we'll look at one of these. Coaches also, speaking of Josh, the coaches also pick players of the week throughout for the game. The regulator of the week is Josh Taylor as well. So congratulations, Josh Taylor, on being regulator of the week. Special Forces Player of the Week last week. Of course, Mr. Milton Franklin said ninja moves down there on recovering that kickoff that was muffed. Bryce Bratton, Special Forces. Bryce Bratton, Special Forces Player of the Week last week. Congratulations, big man. So there's the two captains. All right, we'll look at the other two in between plays. Congratulations to those guys. Got a 3rd and 9, 9:53 remaining in the second quarter. Fowler going to roll this way, pursued, wants to throw. It's over DJ Anderson's head. He was covered by Bryce Bratton, Colby Brigance, and Kyle Radford and Gunnar Gibson. We're trying to get in Hunter Fowler's back pocket. Gold Rush Player of the Week this last week versus Lafayette County, Sheldon Smith. Sheldon Smith had over 120 rushing yards, I believe, last week. Led the team in rushing. And extremely good game for old number 24. Congratulations, Sheldon. The Gators looking at a 4th and 9. Looks like they're going to go for it. Got, I believe that's Gwynn again out there. Andrew Gwynn. And now we're going to call delay a game, I believe. Delay a game against the Gators, and that'll set them back 5 yards. They'll mark that off, so it'll be 4th and excuse me, 4th and 14. Back over into their own territory, 49-yard line of Foreman. 9:44 remaining here in the second quarter, first half. All right, they change up the formation a little bit with the additional 5 yards. 3 split out. Shotgun, Fowler. Oh, he's going to pooch it. They got a piece of it. They got a piece of it. It might have been Gunnar Gibson got in there on that and got a piece of the ball and the leg at the same time. And the Go Devils, they're going to mark the ball at the Go Devil 44-yard line where they'll take over for their first drive of the second half. Rhett Ledbetter out to Jamari Williams. Well, Jamari Williams bumbling and stumbling. My goodness, for about 12 yards. Or 13, maybe longer than that. Yeah, about 13 yards. That'll be a first down Gurdon for Jamari Williams. First time we've called his name much this evening. We had the Bratton and Taylor and LeBraylen and Sheldon show in the first quarter. So now we've got Jamari in the backfield, along with, looks like Smith. It looks like Gunner at fullback. Bobble snap. Sheldon fell on it along with Rhett. They're going to hurry up and line up again. I think that's Sheldon. They're going to pitch it out to Sheldon around the right side. He's got a yard, maybe 2, maybe 3 before he gets corralled out of bounds. 8:37 remaining in the second quarter. Still 28-6 Gurdon. Gurdon driving. Started in their own territory. They're going to moving over into Foreman territory. Pitch out to Sheldon on this side. He's over the left side, and he's brought down. That's by Ziegler. Oh, that might be Talent. 77, Shane Talent. I didn't realize he was back in the game after coming out a little gingerly last in the first quarter. Shane Talent back in. Good to see the big man back out there. Going to be Gibson. Looks like Remington in the backfield. We may get to see Remington Ellis. Let's see. I believe that. Yep. I could tell by the Foreman coaches when they threw that flag that it was going to be against Foreman. He was a little upset the way he shrugged his shoulders. So it's going to be offsides defense. That'll make this first down play a little bit closer to the end zone. They'll move the ball down to the Gator 33-yard line where it will be 1st and 10 again. 7:25 remaining in the second quarter. Wishbone going to pitch it to Jamari around the right side. He tried to juke a man. And he held him up just long enough for the cavalry to get there. I saw Christian Young, number 51 for Foreman, finish off the tackle. While the man, I'm not sure who the man was that gathered up the big legs of the sophomore Jamari Williams, but Christian Young there to finish him off. We'll split LeBraylen and Jamari out. They're going to give it to Remington Ellis. Remington Ellis driving them feet. Good gracious, from the 35-yard line down inside the 30 goes the sophomore Remington Ellis, number 8. His first carry, I believe, of the night for Remington. There we go. See if I can work on this sound a little bit. I thought maybe it might have been a little wrong. There we go. I got a text message. Pitch out to Ellis again around this side. 30, 25, 20. He's probably going to go out of frame, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Oh, I was in the way. I was trying to see. I got to remember to get low, Jesse. I try to get low. I have to lean. We both have to lean forward to see that far at the end of the field. And this window is fogging up on the outside. It'd be all right. If I have to go out there at halftime and wipe it off, I'll go out there at halftime and wipe it off. If I get in the way, just tap me. You're going to throw it to Josh Taylor, and it's through his hands. Through his hands down there on that first down play. The Go Devils can get a first down. I'm talking about a hair within the goal, not really a hair. It's about the 2 or 3 yard line. Correction, 1 yard line. That's the 1 yard line he's on, Jesse. The Go Devils are at the 11, and the Go Devils are going to call a timeout. Gives us a chance to talk about the last of the 4 players of the week picked by the coaches. That's the wrong one. Mr. Bryce Bratton, we've already talked about him. I'm going to have to go and find the one that I want and put it into the program. There it is. I found it. The grinder of the week. Hardest worker during practice and during the game, and just the one that worked the hardest that week in the eyes of the coaches. And that's sophomore number 75, Mr. Gannon Hughes. I know Nick and Brandy and all of them are really excited for Mr. Gannon. Big sophomore. A lot of good things coming for Gannon in the future. So congratulations, Mr. Hughes. Second down and 10 to go. Wishbone. A give. Nope. Rhett wants to throw, and he's got Bryce Bratton in the back of the end zone. That is the second touchdown pass of the night for Rhett Ledbetter. Good looking throw. Awesome catch by Bryce Bratton. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse pointed at the scoreboard. Jesse keeping me on my toes. I appreciate it. 34-6. Go Devils, Joel Batista. And Joel Batista 5 for 5 at Memorial Stadium. Extra point. There we go. 35-6. Go Devils up. Rhett Ledbetter. I mean, they couldn't have drew that up any better. I thought Rhett was going to pitch it or run it the other way. He had a man open out to the edge of the end zone. I did not see Bryce in the back of the end zone, but Rhett, looking like a veteran, threw it back there to the big senior captain. The big senior captain hauled it in. All right, I was answering some text messages in the middle of all of that. This window is fogging up like crazy, ain't it? I might have to go out there at halftime and wipe that window off.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's fogging up on the outside.
Over here too, Mike. Wind your way.
We're either going to turn that down or something. I'm going to crack this door. I'll try to be quiet.
Ball.
All right. We're going to open the door between me and the coaches and maybe alleviate some of this fog that's right in front of me when I'm looking about down to my left from the 40 on. Everything, it's like looking through a foggy windshield. Me and Jesse was cooped up in here with this super frigid air conditioner. Yeah, and I think that's what's causing it, the difference in temperature between in here and outside. It was fine when it was over to the left of the window, but it's starting to creep its way across the window. Ball's on the ground. Let's see who they give it to. They're saying wind the clock, so he must have been down. We'll see what we can do about this window at halftime. I don't know if I can reach it from the outside out there. Maybe as it gets later on, what I'm going to do is turn this temperature up just a hair in here. Maybe it will cut some of that out. There we go. Maybe I can adjust it just a little bit. I tried to wipe it. It's going to start affecting the focus of the camera. Look. Can we lower the camera? Oh, nope, it got a little better, didn't it? It's trying to focus on the fog. See, it's not foggy in their room. I can't even see out the window over here. Can't even see out this window. It's fogged up. I hope I can reach it from out there. Yeah, I should be able to reach it and wipe it. The joys of live streaming on the road. .342, we're just yammering on right here. 3:42 remaining in the second quarter through the foggy window that we're going to try to fix. 35-6. 35-6 is your score. Gurdon leading Foreman here at Memorial Stadium. Just past 8 o'clock p.m. It is Foreman football. Fowler back there with Gwynn. He wants to pass. He wants Curtis Young or D.J. Anderson, and he overthrows D.J. Anderson. Bryce Bratton in coverage. That should bring up 4th down for the Gators. Be 4th and 11 from their own 19-yard line. 3:36 remaining in the second quarter. That end of the window looks fine. The important end is the end that's fogged up right now. It may be like radio. You folks at home, when we're watching through the fog, you're meant to just close your eyes, pretend you're on radio. Big Braden King almost makes his way through there. Line drive punt just over into Go Devil territory. Bryce Bratton's going to run over there, pretend like he's going to pick it up. No, he knows that. He's smarter than that. He's not going to do it. Foreman runs down there and downs the ball at about the 47-yard line of Gurdon. All right, a little bit better. Gurdon football. Ledbetter's going to take it himself up the middle. He's inside the 40, inside the 35, down to about the 30. Runs out of bounds of his own accord. Chased by Bronson Crumpton, the junior linebacker for Foreman. Rhett Ledbetter gets his own number called and, in effect, flips the field to the favor of the Go Devils inside Foreman territory, way inside Foreman territory, as a matter of fact, down to the Gator 30-yard line. 3:07 remaining here in the second quarter. They're going to give it to Kobe Brigance on the carry. He's wrapped up. And the flag is thrown right there in the secondary. I'm looking for the white hat. Maybe he'll make the call. Call's going to be personal foul against Gurdon. No, holding against Gurdon. I'm sorry. Holding against Gurdon. I keep thinking the fog will get better. We turn the air down just a little bit in here, maybe equalize this temperature. Referee's trying to figure out where the ball was and where to put it. Picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down. Now we're back at the Gator 32-yard line. White hat still having a discussion with his officiating crew. Do I have any idea what I did? Jesse, what did I do with that drink I had? That's one of them. Where's the other ones? That's yours, right? I had another one. What did I do with the thing? There it is. Okay, I got it. Wait, that's the one that got dropped. I know y'all can hear me talking to Jesse. There are quite a few bodies in this teeny tiny press box. And were it not for these couple little bitty air conditioners, it would be miserable in here because the windows do not open. We are far from hot. 3 split out. Ledbetter wants to pass again. He fires it in there. They're going to call it. They're going to call it complete to Bryce Bratton. How about that? Rhett Ledbetter, I believe that makes him 3 for 3 on the night. Three for 3. Do what? 4. Oh, 4 for 4 on the night. 4 for 4 on the night. Ledbetter up the middle. Ledbetter. Oh, he's wrapped up inside the 10. The young man has wheels. Coach Halliday said, yeah, he does. The young man's got wheels along with an arm. He's growing up right in front of us, guys. How about 1st and goal on the 6-yard line on the arm of Rhett Ledbetter. 10 seconds on the play clock. 3 split out. Ledbetter gives it to Josh Taylor up the middle. Josh driving. They're going to call him down at about the 1-yard line. So that'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. 1:30 remaining in the half. Ledbetter. Handoff up the middle to Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor gets in the end zone for the Go Devil touchdown with 1:24 remaining here in the first quarter. Really good looking drive there to wrap up the first half, or well, not really wrap up here in the late in the first half for the Go Devils. Batista to kick. There it is. It's up and good. Tell you what, Rhett Ledbetter, all 4 throws I've seen him make tonight. Extremely poised. Extremely poised. 42-6. The Go Devils lead by 36 points. Defense looking really good tonight. Foreman, of course, Foreman by the end of the game last week, they put up, I think, 24 on Horatio. Gurdon, of course, holding them to a half a dozen here in the first half. Batista to kick off. Let's see who's back deep. Anderson's back there. Anderson's going to take the kickoff, come to this side, squirting between. Somebody wrapped him up. That was old Carl Gunnar Gibson. Gunnar Gibson gathered him in from behind. And the senior stops the forward progress of sophomore DJ Anderson. Could not tell who that was, but when they rolled over and the action stopped, it was number 9, old Gunnar Gibson. I'm glad Gunnar picked up the number 9. That's a pretty good number 9. I hope he's watching. That's old Garen Osborne's number. And Garen made a good name, gave that number 9 a really good reputation. Gunnar trying to carry that on. Fowler. They sort of ran into one another. Ziegler gets held up by Jake Rowan. Braden King, Josh Taylor, and Sheldon Smith come in to finish the tackle. Big fullback. He and the quarterback just stepping all over one another's toes, and he finally got away from Fowler. Jake Rowan held him up long enough for the rest of the Go Devils to come to his aid. 2nd and 18, or 2nd and 20, they're saying on the scoreboard. 36 seconds remaining in the half. Looks like Foreman's just going to kneel it out and go to the locker room down 36 points to your Gurdon Go Devils. 23 seconds remaining. That should do it for the first half. We'll stay with you and make sure. The Go Devils standing around making sure Gators have there's more time on the play clock than there is on the scoreboard. So that's going to do it for the first half. Go Devils going to go into the locker room up 42-6 over the Foreman Gators. We are going to take a break, run to the restroom, get something to eat, and hopefully this looks like the window's defogging a little bit. It's not as bad. It was almost out to here. So we're going to run, like I said. We're going to run, stretch our legs, drink a little soda, get a little caffeine in us, and we'll be back. Jesse said he looked like he was just going to sit down right here. He's got a little chicken. I brought him some Chicken Express. He got in it. He said he got in it. Brought him some chicken. He's doing good. You got Chicken Express. You got a hat. There are ants in it? Ants got in your Chicken Express? While it was sitting up there? So, okay, not only are we in the press box, there are ants in the press box as well. All right, well, we'll take that and throw that away so the ants don't get us. So we will return here in about 19 minutes and 38 seconds for the second half of Week 2 action. You're watching Gurdon Go Devil football right here on the Go Devil Network. All right, here we are back. Halftime is 4 seconds away from being over. Let me adjust the quarter here. Gurdon leading 42-6 if you're just joining us. From Memorial Stadium in Little River County at Foreman High School. Foreman High School just I don't know, about 1,000 feet down the road, down the highway down there. We missed the turn when we got here and had to go down there and turn around. Good-looking high school. Foreman will receive the second half kick from Joel Batista. It'll go over the head of DJ Anderson, bounce inside the 10. They're going to try to field it inside the 5, and he's going, nope. He's down at the goal line, and I'm in the way. Was I in the way? Again. I was in the way again. Let me get my little monitor going here. Let me find my roster. I messed up my goodness. They're going to call that looks like they're going to call that oh, no, they're not. That ball is on the 1 if it's on any line at all, 1 yard line. Gators backed up. They're going to give to Ziegler, looks like. There's going to be a flag on the play. He makes it out past the 5 yard line. Flag on the play. Let me see what the call is going to be. Let me peek through this other window. What's the call? Face mask on the Go Devils. All right, I believe that was the 5 yard variety. That moves the ball out too. We're in a weird vantage point right here. Ball's out at about the 10 yard line. Fowler with Ziegler behind him, along with looks like Anderson or Gwynn. That's probably Gwynn. 3 wide receivers. Fowler gives to Ziegler up the middle. He dances around. He's holding that ball out there a little loose. I see Washington. Not sure who got there first. I believe it was Carol Acosta and Jake Rowan got there first, and LeBrayland came in there on cleanup. Aiden Hughes in on the play as well. Jacoby Dickens. Jacoby Dickens in there on the defensive line, along with Jaden Pate. LeBrayland runs off. Is replaced by Bryce Bratton back here at the safety position. Jamari Williams, Aiden Hughes, Carol Acosta at the linebackers, Samuel Flores over here at corner. Ziegler again reverses field, gets a block, trips over his own feet. They throw a flag. Ziegler was in the open field. Now, Foreman had blocked Flores out of the picture. They're going to call a personal foul against the Gators. And they will mark it off after a pretty good run there by, let's see what year he is Ziegler. Hayden Ziegler's a sophomore. Big 32 is just a sophomore. But that run negated by, I believe that was a crackback block. Let me see here, 50. Ziegler evades Dakota Bradshaw. He's going to be wrapped. No, Dakota got back up and got back in the action. Him, Carol Acosta. I think Bryce Bratton was in on that too, but no. Dakota made it through the line. Ziegler brushed him out of the way, and when I looked and Ziegler was going down, Dakota had a hold of him. So Dakota somehow got up off the ground in a short amount of time and made it around there. That'll be third. That's going to bring up third down. Down 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter, or third quarter. Ball's on the ground. I believe it's Go Devil football. I believe that's Go Devil football, ladies and gentlemen. They're still fighting for it. Let's see what they say. Who recovered that fumble? The referees are having a powwow.
Tell Bryce to pick it up. Tell Bryce to pick it up.
Yeah, they are giving the ball to. Yeah, he made the signal that it was Gurdon ball. Who recovered the punt? I believe Jaden Pate recovered that punt, or recovered the fumble rather. I'll get my words right here in a minute. I heard the coaches in the middle room say they believe that was Pate on the recovery. 5 minutes, 47 seconds. The clock continues to run. Sportsmanship rule in effect. Gurdon up by 36 points. The referees now are going over to talk to Coach Jackson. We'll see what the call is. There was a fumble on the play. Gurdon was celebrating as if they had recovered the ball. Clock stopped at 5:32 while the officials explain to our coaching staff. Okay, so now our coaching staff, I don't mean to eavesdrop, they're trying to wondering how we didn't get the ball, and now the ball, we're all confused, but it looks like Foreman is going to end up with the football somehow. Fowler dropped the ball on the ground. It looks like if Foreman did recover the ball, it would still be inside the 5-yard line. All right, they're making it third down. Bradshaw pumping the crowd up along with Peyton Dickens. 4:34. 4:29, clock running. .417. We've went about 2 minutes now. It seems like that this clock has run and nothing has happened. Now I believe they're going to punt. .340 remaining in the third quarter. We've spent almost the entire third quarter. Half of it at least. Right here at this part of the field. Gurdon still leading 42-6. 3:25 remaining. The clock's going to run no matter whether we stand down there and talk amongst ourselves with the referees or not. There's the punt. They got a piece of that, I believe. Flores will run over here and see. Nope. He's going to let it die, and Foreman's going to come down there and down it at the Gator 38-yard line. So Gurdon will get to go on offense right here. Our window did defog. We had to adjust our air conditioner just a little bit. Hadn't had much time tonight to thank our sponsors. They are scrolling through slowly but surely all through this game. Bottom left of the screen. There goes Cali Station right there. Talk about NYC Trucking, Charles Ledbetter login, Lock and Load login, TK login, Farm Bureau Insurance, TRMP, Certified Public Accountants. It's Turner, Rogers, Manning, and Plyler. TFS Services, Bethany Cox. Flatbroke Trucking. 1:57 remaining in the third quarter. Ledbetter still out there. He was going to pitch it out to Flores, and they blow the whistle dead, and they're going to say false start against the Go Devils and back them up 5. And I'll make it 1st and 10 with 1:35 remaining in the third quarter. These sportsmanship or mercy rule games sometimes get kind of out of hand there in the second half. They get a little wacky, a little out of sync. Not really, it's not anybody's fault really. It's just that clock running. It seems like it just throws everything off. Ledbetter, and let's see, that might be another dead ball, offsides against the Gators, so we'll get the 5 right back. Be 1st and 5 in under 1 minute to play. The third quarter, this third quarter has been the strangest third quarter. But it is almost in the books. 50 seconds, 49 seconds, 1st and 5 Go Devils. Gator, 33-yard line. Ledbetter under center. He's finally going to give it to Flores. He's going to try to squirt around the right side. And he's going to be tackled right there about at the line of scrimmage. He may have lost. No, I think they might give him a yard or two right there. 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Go Devils are going to run out there. Jesse, zoom in on that right there, and let's watch them do the boom right here. Our team. Let's zoom in on them right there. Real quick. Quick. There we go. There's the boom that they always do to start the fourth quarter. Let me change this right here. Keep my scoreboard updated. Fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go in this one, ladies and gentlemen. When the clock starts, we'll be 12 minutes away, barring any official timeouts or anything like that from the end of this one. We're going to take a quick timeout and hear a word from one of our sponsors, Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County.
Thanks for meeting me here.
No problem. You know, Farm Bureau Insurance has local agents making this kind of thing real easy.
Well, your auto insurance has saved me a lot on old Becky here.
Harold, your dog swallowed the remote again.
Who's that?
Older Becky.
Oh. Ugh.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
All right. Thank you, Brian Clark, Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County, and the rest of the Go Devil Network family of sponsors. Kelly White Trucking, Charles Ledbetter Logging, Cali Station. Old Nick Cali down there at Cali Station. You'll need to drop by and see him. And he and his wife, Yolanda, and Nick and Yolanda Cali there at NYC Trucking, Flatbroke Trucking, TK Logging, Lock and load logging. Randy and Jamie Ledbetter. That's Rhett Ledbetter's mom and dad. Kelly White logging. TRMP, of course, I said before. Farm Bureau Insurance of Clark County. TFS Services. Chad Kesterson at Shelter Insurance there in Arkadelphia. Of course, the Gurdon Athletic Booster Club, the Ronnie Baker family, and the Eric Griffin family. I thank each and every one of them for sponsoring the Go Devil Network, helping us get started and helping us stay on track. 11:56 remaining, 11:54, down to 11:54 in the game, clock running. Ledbetter to Flores. Over the right side, breaks a tackle, round the corner and inside the 20-15. Ball came out, but it went out of bounds, and they're going to say it went out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. Flores broke an arm tackle. You can't arm tackle that young man. Broke an arm tackle and turned it into another, 10, 15 yards. (11-17). You guys can kind of see the scoreboard from that angle. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but all right, we got Bradshaw at fullback. Flores is back there. They're going to pitch it out to Flores. It might be Foreman football. Ledbetter tried to dive on it, and I believe Foreman come up with it, and that's old Shane Talent. Old Shane Talent, an offensive lineman that came out earlier a little gingerly and came back in the game. Number 77, big, good-looking defensive, offensive lineman. Comes up with the fumble. 10 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the game. Still a 36-point ball game, 42-6. We've got some different look in there, like we said earlier. We've got Jamari Williams, Aiden Hughes, Carol Acosta at linebacker. They're going to throw a flag. Let's see what it's for. Might have been illegal formation. $9:50 remaining in the game. Foreman talking it over. 17 seconds on the play clock. Going to be at Derrick's next week, Go Devil fans. That one might be tricky. That one, we definitely probably are going to be in the visitor stands, Jesse. I don't believe they have room in their press box. We're going to be in those old wooden stands there. There was a fumble on that play as well. Did Gurdon recover it? No. Foreman retains the possession on that play. Derrick's going to the holler. Derrick's looking pretty good earlier this season. Coming from behind last week to win. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, while they're talking. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. The coaches are headed out of the press box to make their way to our sidelines. Fowler's going to give to Ziegler up the middle. Ziegler's wrapped up. Acosta was one of the ones I saw go through there with Jamari Williams to make the tackle. Remington Ellis in on that as well. 8:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. Coming up on 8 minutes to play. 8 minutes to play in this ball game. I was going to give you guys some scores here real quick as we wrap this one up. 7:50 remaining. We have a false start against Foreman. We'll back them up 5 yards. Let me go all the way to the bottom of this scoreboard. See if we can find some scores that are relevant to us. course, it's not. That scoreboard is not updated. Fowler gives it to Anderson around the right side. Gannon Hughes was in pursuit. Who made that tackle? That was Samuel Flores that gathered Anderson up out of bounds. It's bringing up 4th and 13. Gators may punt here. They've got Fowler in the backfield back there as if he's going to punt it. He may pooch it like he did earlier. He's not really too far back. The Go Devils probably going to come for it. It's a line drive punt. Flores gathers it in at the Gator 45. Comes around the left side. He's at the 30, the 20, the 15. Cuts it inside. Did he score? Did he score? Oh, he's out of bounds at about the 1 yard line. Flores, after letting the ball get behind him, made a tremendous run effort and a last second effort trying to cut it inside right there at the last minute. And somehow the Gators managed to get him out as he tries to get in. Let's see where they mark the ball at. Oh, they're going to say he went out of bounds at the 15. My goodness. Well, still a tremendous return from, let's see, about a 30-yard return for Samuel Flores on the punt. So it'll be Gurdon football here, 1st and 10 at about the 15-yard line. 4:37 remaining in the entire ball game. Now wait a minute. Now they're backing it up to the 26-yard line. Okay, Gator 26-yard line, 4:14 remaining. Gurdon still winning by 36 points, 42-6. Ledbetter's going to come on under center. I see Flores back there behind him. He's going to give it to Flores up the middle. Flores is going to get positive yardage down inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. See some timeout charge to the Gators. I'll bring up our sponsors there and bring you some scores here. Mineral Springs was leading the Falcon Panthers to 14-12 at halftime. I believe that one was down at Falk. Horatio, this is from our conference. Falk, of course, in our conference. Horatio, part of our conference, who won here at Foreman last week, 32-24. Trails the Derricks Outlaws, who is our 2A opponent next week. Horatio trailing the Outlaws in the third quarter, 34-12 at Horatio. In the third quarter, let's see, Bismarck over Rison, 25-20. let's see, at halftime, in Stamps, out of our conference, Junction City leads Lafayette County by a score of 18-14. So really tight ball game there at Lafayette County between our conference, our co-conference member Junction City, and the team we defeated 55-20 last week, Lafayette County. Mount Ida over McCrory 20-6. Hazen over Des Arc 44-0 at halftime. And Dakota Bradshaw on the carry for the Go Devils right up the middle with 2:53 remaining in the game. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the purple and gold. Some more 3A action there. Camden Harmony Grove trailing Harding Academy 38-6 at halftime. More 3A action. Magnet Cove over Fordyce, trying to avenge that loss at Stedman Stadium last year in the playoffs. Magnet Cove leads Fordyce 15-7 at half. Arkadelphia trailed Hot Springs at halftime 13-7. Bring up 4th and 4 for the Go Devils. 1:47 remaining here in this ball game, and me and Jesse will have game number 2 under our belts. Again, I want to thank Jesse Waters for helping me this year. Going to be delay a game against the Go Devils, and they're going to mark that off by 5 yards. That'll be 4th and 9 for the Go Devils. 1:14. It won't matter. 42-6. 42-6. All that scoring done in the first half, and in the last 24 minutes, the scoreboard has remained unaffected. Ledbetter under center. They won't get but maybe 1 or 2 more. Flores gets positive yardage on that 4th down play. I believe that'll turn the ball over to the Foreman Gators. That'll be the last time that Gurdon will run an offensive play in this game. 42 seconds, 41 seconds. Jesse, I appreciate you for helping me out. Jesse said he appreciates me too. All right, 29 seconds, and we're going to get this one in the books. And before the lightning and the rain gets here, we're going to try to get on buses and in cars and get back to what we know. Back to Gurdon. 12 seconds remaining. There's not going to be another play run. The Go Devils will head to their sidelines and line up for the handshake. I hear the horn sound barely, but I heard it sound. That's it. 42-6. As you see the Go Devils lining up to shake hands with the Foreman Gators, and this one is history, folks. 42-6. Go Devils win. 2-0 on the season. Foreman moves to 0-2 on the season, and 2 of our non-conference games are in the books. Next week at Derrick's in Howard County in the Holler against a pretty tough Derrick's team. Should be a pretty good game next week. All right, Jesse, I appreciate you, man. Go get on the bus, and we'll see you next week, man. How to turn it off? Oh, hold on just a minute. All right, just quickly before I wrap this up, again, at Derrick's next week. Let me get rid of that and zoom in on this a little while I chit-chat with you. I love to see that band and that team interact right there. Alma mater, helmets in the air. As the Go Devils are victorious here at Memorial Stadium. Again, Gurdon 2-0 as they defeat Foreman here. Derrick's next week. Derrick's, I believe, has a first-year head coach this year as well. Maybe Paul Ernst, I believe. I believe he came over from Mineral Springs. I could be wrong on that. There's a lot of coaching changes, a lot of rotating or revolving door, so to speak, in that old 7-2A conference. Mineral Springs, Derrick's, and Foreman here at Foreman as well. Lafayette County involved with Coach Adrian Ivory. But we'll get our second road game out of the way next week right off the bat. And then the week after that is homecoming. Will be the 16th. Homecoming is the 16th. It had to get moved up because Parker's Chapel dropped to 8-man. So our homecoming game will be versus Murfreesboro at Cave Field, September the 16th. Homecoming was announced today. Check out Facebook, Gurdon Public Schools, and the Gurdon Go Devils page, and you can see the pictures that Uncle Dan took. I also want to thank Uncle Dan. I sort of nipped a couple pictures. He created the graphics for the Special Forces Regulator, Grinder of the Week, Gold Rush Player of the Week that the coaches choose. Those are his photographs. Those are his graphics that he created. And last minute, I sort of took them so I could share them with you guys. But Uncle Dan, y'all check him out. We couldn't. Hey, Uncle Dan's special. I don't know how the man works like he does and goes. He's at every event. I don't care if we're playing golf or tennis or whatever we're doing. Underwater basket weaving, and Dan Lemons has got on scuba gear taking pictures of it. I promise you that. But Uncle Dan and Aunt Mary are going to be there. I see her way over there across the field. Let me see if I can see Uncle Dan. That'd be kind of neat. Let me zoom in on him. He'll appreciate this. Right there. Oh, look at that right there. That is a Go Devil fan right there. Uncle Dan Lemons packing up the ammunition, packing up his weapons of choice. And I promise you there'll be some awesome pictures come out on Facebook in the next few days of this contest. But thank you, Uncle Dan, for all you do. The band as well over there. Packing up to go get on the buses and get out of here before they get wet, and I think I'm going to do the same thing. Listen, this game will be you'll be able to stream this game or watch this game until 1 o'clock tomorrow. After 1 o'clock tomorrow, it will be private per coach's orders, and after the end of the season, we might make a few more, maybe a few from last year, maybe a few from this year. And I may talk to Coach and we may make a few public from last year, this year, during the season, so we can relive some of what happened last year and some memories of Andrew Jones and Zamari Haney and Sam Bell and others. But we do make them private at 1 o'clock during the season, 1 o'clock following game day. But y'all come join us next week. Hey, I want to thank these sponsors one more time, the Go Devil Network family of sponsors. Thank y'all for being patient with me, putting up with my blabbering. Thanks, Jesse Waters. Thanks to Mr. Jimmy Woods here, PA announcer at Foreman, for helping me get set up in here and get comfortable in this press box. But I'm going to get loaded up. My wife's probably waiting in the car for me. Listen. Hey, it is great to be a Go Devil. So proud to be a Gurdon Go Devil. And listen, until next week, for Jesse Waters, I'm Jim White. Y'all been watching Gurdon Go Devil football right here on the Go Devil Network. Be great.